everyone. This is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your monthly angel card reading for February 2017. So for this monthly reading, we're going to be using the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue, and your special message card for the month of February is going to come from the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, also by Doreen Virtue. So before we get started as far as the highlights of the month of February, let me show you what your stones of choice are for the special message card. So your first stone of choice is this beautiful, pretty large and heavy smoky quartz crystal. Now, the smoky quartz crystal is a great energy for grounding, for protection. The interesting thing about smoky quartz is that as much as it is a grounding manifestation energy, it's also an energy that helps to raise your vibration to a higher level at the same time. Now, this is a stone that's great for stress. It's good for neutralizing any negative lower vibrational energies, emotions, feelings, despair, things like that. This is really going to help with those energies. It's also attuned to the root chakra or the base chakra, which is, again, it gives that grounding effect and deals with energies in life around finances and security, manifestation, and again, protection of your energies. Your second stone of choice is this beautiful, pretty large piece of raw rose quartz. And the rose quartz is an energy that brings about peace and calm. It's an energy of harmony and balance. It helps you to get in touch with energies of empathy. It's really attuned to the heart chakra. So here we're dealing with energies of unconditional love of self, unconditional love of others. It can bring, again, harmony within relationship matters or help you to attract a love relationship. But the biggest thing about the heart or the rose quartz with the heart chakra is it helps you to attune to energies of your own inner nurturing and your own inner self-love. Your third stone of choice, and I don't think I've ever shown you this one before, but this one is called aragonite. Now, this is a very interesting stone. It's got a lot of little like prismatic crystals in it. And this one happens to be a brown or brownish red in color. And the aragonite is also a very grounding type of energy stone. This one actually helps you to get in touch with the earth goddess energy or the earth mother Gaia energies. This also is attuned to the base chakra, so again helping with manifestation and issues again of feeling steady and secure and grounded within yourself. It's also good with helping to clear emotional stress. It's good to help with patience and tolerance as well. So again, your stones of choice for February are the smoky quartz crystal, the rose quartz, or the aragonite. Okay, so let's look at the highlights for the month of February. Now, I'm not going to talk about everything. That is more or less for the weekly angel card readings, and also my daily Facebook posts on my Facebook pages, Colleen Lemma and Sacred Soul Empowerment. But we're going to look at the highlights. And first of all, before we actually get into the astrology of it, I want to talk about the numerology vibration of February. If we take the universal year energy for January or for 2017, 2017 is a 10 or a 1 universal energy, but actually if you add the 2, 0, 1, and 7, you get 10. So in order to understand what the numerology vibration is for the month of February, we want to take that 10 vibration, that universal year vibration of a 10, and add it to February, which is the second month. And of course we get 12. And if we reduce the 12, to look at both the single digit vibration as well as the double digit vibration, the 12, if we take 1 plus 2, is equal to 3. Now, the 3 is an energy about expansion and growth. It's an energy about abundance and prosperity. It is an energy about creative self-expression and all forms of communication, speaking, teaching, writing, networking, talking in front of groups or connecting with groups is very much highlighted. But again, all forms of creativity and creative self-expression is the number 3. It's a fun number, a lighthearted number, and again, it deals with blessings and abundance and prosperity and growth. Now, we can expand into those blessings, but again, with this expansion principle, we can also go into the drama or the anxiety of it, okay? So expansion can go either way depending on where our own thoughts and belief systems are. So you want to make sure that you're steady within your thoughts and belief systems and you keep them in a positive level, that you keep them focused on positive emotions and feelings and ideas. Now, if we look at the double digit of the number 12, and I also like to liken that to the Major Arcana. The 12th Major Arcana is the Hanged Man, which is an interesting card because in the Hanged Man you have, it's usually a man who's hanging upside down from a tree branch. One foot is kind of wrapped around the tree branch and he's hanging upside down. Now, you might think he's stuck, but in truth, this is just him looking at things from a different perspective. And that's what the Hanged Man is about. It's about looking at things from a different perspective. It's seeing things from a different vantage point. And also with the Hanged Man, there's an aspect of surrender. This is actually, that tarot card actually deals with the path of surrender. So, you know, just like the Hanged Man, he is kind of in suspension a little bit. If he's hanging from a tree branch, if he lets his foot go, he's going to fall to the ground. So he's not going to do that. So here he's surrendering to this different reality or different way of looking at life and looking at the circumstances in his life and viewing what's happening around him. Now, the other thing with the Hanged Man is because his feet are kind of up in the air, so to speak, and his head is pointing down towards the earth, this is about us having a foot in the spiritual realm, that they're kind of walking through the spiritual realm. We're walking with a connection to that spiritual realm. Instead of walking on third dimensional earth and seeing that type of reality, we actually almost in a way, we're considering that we're walking through that higher dimensional realm, and that's why we're viewing things from that higher spiritual perspective or a different perspective. If you do that, if you view things from a higher spiritual perspective, it often gives us the truths that we need or the information or the guidance that we're looking for. So that's a little bit about the numerology vibration of February. Now, to get into the astrology, again, looking at the highlights, we're going to start on February 3rd with Venus, the planet of love and relationships, but also the planet of money and finances, going into Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. Okay, so if you watch my weekly readings, you'll remember that Mars, towards the end of January, went into the sign of Aries. Now we have Venus following suit and going into the sign of Aries. Aries is about leadership, independence, courage, take charge, take action, new beginnings, and it's, you know, this fire energy. It's this creative energy. So here we have, as far as the Venus, the divine feminine, she's going to be a lot stronger. She's going to be a lot more courageous. She's going to really take charge. And this is an area where there can be new beginnings in love and relationships. Now, this is relationships of all kinds, so include business partnerships or family dynamics. And there can also be a new beginning with our finances and our money. Or career, or, you know, projects, whatever. But if we look at it from the point of Venus ruling money and finances, this can be initiating something new, because Aries is a sign, the first sign of the zodiac, sign of new beginnings. So this is a time to initiate something new, especially now that both Mars and Venus are in that sign. And also remember that because this is on the 3rd that Venus goes into Aries, all the planets are still in direct motion until February 6th, if you remember some of my previous videos. Once Mercury turned to direct motion on January 8th, all of the planets were in direct motion from January 8th until February 6th. So we still have now 3 days from the time Venus goes into Aries, and again, coupled that with Mars in Aries, for us to really take some action in those 3 days to initiate things or be open to new possibilities and opportunities that might be coming your way. Okay, so take charge, take action. Now on the 6th of February, this is where we have a planet going retrograde. Okay, so on the 6th, Jupiter, the planet that does rule the expansion principle or the growth principle, but it also rules blessings and it rules our belief systems too. Jupiter is going retrograde at 23 degrees of Libra, which is the sign of relationships and partnerships, or being in a sense of balance and equality and harmony. It's going to be retrograde for quite a while because it's a slower moving planet than, say, Mercury or Venus. Jupiter is going to be retrograde until June 9th, okay? So until about the middle of the year, we're going to have this retrograde motion with Jupiter. And when a planet is retrograde, it internalizes the energies. We kind of go within with that energy, whatever that planet signifies. And again, Jupiter is our belief systems. It's in the sign of Libra, which deals with relationship matters. So we're going to be going through this contemplation time, if you will, or readjustment time, or an inner understanding time of trying to understand and realize what the different relationship dynamics in our lives mean. Again, whether this be business partnerships, romantic partnerships, and it might not even be with people that we are actually having a relationship with. This might be just us contemplating our own belief systems about, say, romantic relationships. What do I think about, or what are my belief systems right now about relationship? And again, going through this maybe adjustment phase or inner growth phase regarding that. On the 7th, Mercury, planet that rules the mind, ideas, thoughts, it's going into the sign of Aquarius, which is actually a pretty good place for it because Mercury is a very mental planet and Aquarius is an air sign which deals with communication and the mental realm. Aquarius is higher vibrational energy. And so I feel like there's going to be a lot of inspiration happening, a lot of creative ideas happening, a lot of productive communications happening with other people that are more humanitarian in nature, that are here to maybe assist others or help the planet in some way. This can be, again, a very wonderful placement while Mercury is in that sign. Now, it's only in Aquarius from the 7th of February until the 25th of February, so take advantage of that higher mind or God mind kind of energy there. There's going to be a lot of intuitive things happening, a lot of channeling of, again, ideas and inspirations happening with that. Then on the 10th, we actually have a full moon lunar eclipse at 22 degrees of Leo. Now, whenever we have a full moon, it's the heightening of an energy, the intensifying of the energy. It's like the full moon grows and expands, and it's at its fullest. Now, an eclipse energy, in this case a lunar eclipse, an eclipse energy intensifies that lunation or that newer full moon. And again, in this case, it's a full moon. So Leo is a sign that deals with creative self-expression again. It deals with generosity, it deals with leadership and courage. And this full moon lunar eclipse is actually very positively aspected. It is in a sextile, which is an aspect of opportunity, to Jupiter, which is a planet of opportunity. It's in a trine to Saturn and a trine to Uranus. And a trine is a very positive, beneficial, harmonious energy. Now, again, this full moon is at 22 Leo. Saturn is in Sagittarius and Uranus is in Aries. So we have all the fire signs involved with this full moon, which actually creates a grand trine energy in fire. But with that Jupiter energy in Libra, it actually, and it's a positive again, Jupiter in Libra is positively aspecting the full moon, it actually creates what's called a kite energy. So if you take this triangle of the Leo and the Aries and the Sagittarius energy, and then at the point down below, we have two sextiles to Jupiter in Libra. So it looks like a kite. And a kite is not a very common aspect pattern, but it's a very beneficial and opportunistic aspect pattern. So that's going to be a wonderfully powerful full moon lunar eclipse. And then we skip ahead, and on the 18th, the Sun moves into Pisces, and on the 25th, Mercury moves into Pisces. So after mid-month, we start to have the Pisces energy. More unconditional love, compassion, going with the flow. It is very creative and artistic, but there's a sense of spirit taking charge rather than us being in charge, even though again we have Mars and Venus and Aries, so there, you know, we have this ability to take action there, but we start to move into the spiritual realm a little bit where we have to have more trust and faith. Now then we end the month, or we get towards the end of the month on the 26th of February, and this is the last aspect I'm going to talk about for the month. But we have a new moon, and the new moon is a solar eclipse energy. So now we have a new moon solar eclipse at 8 degrees Pisces on the 26th of February. And this particular lunation is going to be connected to Neptune in Pisces. So again, a very spiritual, ethereal kind of feel. And it's pretty close to the South Node in Pisces as well. And the South Node is about the past or past lives, past life gifts and talents, as well as experiences. So it has a very spiritual, otherworldly kind of feel to it because of all that Pisces energy. This is new beginnings in the realm of spirit, okay? New moons are about new beginnings, but this isn't going to be necessarily a tangible new beginning. It's more of a new beginning on that Piscean, spiritual, maybe creative and artistic kind of level. All right, so that's a little bit about the astrology. So let's go ahead, and I already shuffled the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue for our main message. And actually, besides pulling the 3 cards that I usually do for a weekly or monthly reading, I felt because we had eclipses this month, I wanted to pull a 4th card as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first card. Let's turn it over. Okay, so we started with a really nice card here. This is the 3 of Earth. The 3 of Earth is like the 3 of Pentacles in the regular tarot deck. And the message at the bottom says, the power of creativity, recognition for high quality work, and be a team player. So the number 3 to me is very, well, it's interesting because this is a 3 month, right? As I talked about earlier, the numerology vibration of February is the number 3. So here we start out with that 3 of creative self-expression and expansion and growth, and that's really indicated by this card. We have a beautiful butterfly, a nice springtime scene. We've got beautiful majestic mountains in the background, and all this growth around us with the green grass and the trees and the butterflies and the fairies. And so this is showing us that, yes, there is going to be a lot of growth this month. There is going to be a lot of expansion this month. And the number 1 key word that comes to mind here is use your creativity, whether it be your creative self-expression through your voice, your throat chakra, communication, whether it be, you know, writing or speaking or teaching in some way, or whether this is working on creative projects, maybe creating a new website, or creating a new business venture maybe with a group or another person. I feel like there is something here with groups, that number 3, when you think of 3 people, that ends up forming a group. So I feel like that's moving us into the realm again of working with others in some way, in a creative way, to give birth, because the butterfly is an animal totem that speaks of new birth and new opportunities. So this is a great card, a great message to start the month of February out with. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second card for the month. Okay, we have another Earth card. Okay, this is the King of Earth. And the King of Earth, or the King of Pentacles, the message at the top, it says generous, professional, responsible, and practical. And the message at the bottom says a successful time, confidently accept opportunities that you're offered, and the Midas touch. Okay, so what does the Midas touch mean? Well, the Midas touch is like you have a magical touch. And again, this is in the realm of the physical. When we deal with pentacles or earth, we're talking about manifestation. We're talking about the earthly realm of working with finances and money and our projects and our goals and our career. And this is an energy that really speaks of being recognized for who you are, being successful at what you're doing. Now, whenever we have the court cards, in this case the king, it is either giving us ideas of the energy that we need to have within ourselves or that we're showing out to the world in some way, or this is speaking of people. The court cards can also be other people that we're working with or that we're interacting with during the course of that time period. So I feel like this is both. I feel like we're rising into this leadership potential because the king, well, he's the king. You know, he's the leader. He takes charge. He makes things happen. In this case, you're making manifestation happen, okay? You're creating something tangible that's going to bring you success and abundance and prosperity and recognition. Now, again, this could be working with or being connected with also other people that are like the King of Pentacles. That would be people that are professional, that own a business or run a business, someone who's very practical, grounded, and down to earth, but also very generous and very much in the realm of being able to offer you something, offer you some sort of opportunity or blessing to move forward in your own life. So this is a great card. Let me see if there's anything else I can get by looking at the card. I'm really drawn to the fact, well, two things. I'm really drawn to the fact that there's also butterflies in this card. If you look at the bottom here, there's butterflies. So again, these are new opportunities that I think that this King of Pentacles is offering you. Now, also I'm very drawn to the fact that there's a little bit of a rainbow up here. And again, rainbows signify hope and blessings that are coming. And at the end of the rainbow, there's always that pot of gold. So far, this is a really positive reading for the month of February, and especially with that full moon lunar eclipse in Leo, which is so positively aspected. I'm not surprised that there's being given to us the potential of these blessings and opportunities coming our way. Let's go ahead and take a look at the third card. And now we have a fire card. And again, a very positive and wonderful card. We have the Queen of Fire, which is like the Queen of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. And the message at the top says confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. It says stretch your wings and fly. What better message can we have than that? Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and your creativity. So again, we have this energy of creative self-expression that's coming up. The Queen is a nurturing influence, okay? Usually queens are associated with the water element because they're so intuitive and so nurturing. But again, this queen is in that element of fire. So she's creative, she's independent, she's strong, she's courageous. She's actually stepping into her power, the potential of who she really is out in the world. This is about the spirit realm, our life path, our destiny path, our journey. And again, look at all the creative colors in here. You know, of course, we got the red for the fire element, but we got these blues and these golds and yellows and even a little bit of green here. So it's got all these potential primary colors, colors of the rainbow, colors of the chakras, where we're activating and initiating all aspects of our being. I'm really, again, drawn to the gold here. Her wings are gold. Again, this is relating to the solar plexus chakra, our center of power, where we shine our light and where we exude our confidence. And this is what this queen is doing. She's exuding her confidence as she moves forward through this month. Again, it's a court card, so this could also mean a person rather than qualities within you. And coupled with the king here, we've got the king and the queen. Again, this can signify other people that are somehow helping us, working with us, or that we're being guided to for some reason in order to move forward on our path. So be open and maybe even ask for these people to come in. This could be, I feel like this is very much coming together with our soul family that is going to assist us in some way to not only better ourselves and our own lives and what we're doing, but also, again, for the betterment of humanity and the planet. Okay, so I did pull that fourth card for the eclipses. I asked Spirit and our angels and guides to give me a card regarding the fact that we have eclipses this month, a full moon lunar eclipse and a new moon solar eclipse. So let's see what that card is. Wow. I was kind of expecting a Major Arcana card, and it's not a Major Arcana, but it's an awesome card. It's actually the Nine of Water. And the Nine of Water actually is like the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is the wish card in the traditional tarot about our dreams and hopes and desires coming true. The message at the bottom of this card says, your wish comes true. It says, concerns fade away, a love of life. So this is signifying that those eclipses are powerful energies that are intensifying the vibration of moving into the realm of your wishes coming true. And this is about moving into emotional satisfaction. It's a card of the emotions. So we're moving into this sense of feeling joyful, feeling happy, feeling wonderful, feeling emotionally fulfilled as we're moving forward. So this is a very powerful and awesome reading. So before we run out of time, let's go ahead and take a look at your special message card from Archangel Michael, depending on your stone of choice. So for those of you that chose the smoky quartz, I'm going to give these a little bit of a shuffle here. Taking a deep breath with me. So smoky quartz sphere, which was this one. Okay, for those of you that chose the smoky quartz, I know you can see the bottom, and I'm trying not to look at the camera because I don't want to see the bottom. So I just want to look at what pops out to me for smoky quartz people. And actually this one is calling to me. Okay, wow, this is what we've been talking about. So smoky quartz people, Archangel Michael's message to you is have confidence. Have confidence in yourself. Feel self-assured. Know that you are a leader. Know that you can make things happen through your sheer willpower. He's ready. He's in this stance of being ready. He's protecting you, and he's helping you to come into your confidence to be able to move forward. So some of you might be a little bit, I don't want to use the word scared, but I can't think of a better word. Some of you may be feeling a little bit scared, or wondering if you can really do what it is that you're trying to do, or whatever it might be, new career, project, idea. He's saying, yes, you can, okay? And step into your confidence. Step into your truth and let Archangel Michael help you. He's the archangel that can help with your life path and destiny path, whatever that might be about. So go ahead and say, Archangel Michael, I call you in, assist me on the next step of my highest and most important destiny path, and have confidence because he's going to help you to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. All right, for those of you that chose the rose quartz crystal, let's see what the rose quartz people have for a message. Okay, so shuffling, giving these a little bit of a shuffle and asking for the message for the rose quartz people to show itself. And this one keeps calling to me, so I'm going to pull it. Ooh, I like this one. Explore your options. Explore your options. So Archangel Michael's message to you is to not necessarily just follow one path. And you might have been working on, one idea, so to speak. And this is calling to you to expand out and look in other places. Remember, the 3 vibration is what the month of February is all about. It's about expanding out into new realms, new ideas, new opportunities, new paths. So Archangel Michael's message to you is to explore all of these, look at all of these possibilities. And I feel like he's in a bit of a charging stance here. The horse is kind of almost like bucking up just a little bit, but like almost looking like it's ready to gallantly gallop forward. So I feel like you really need to go forward with it, almost like take a risk and go for it. And again, look at various different paths and maybe try each and every one of them until you find the fit that is the right fit for you. And I get a sense that there's going to be more than one thing that you're doing. Again, this is a month of the 3 vibration, which could be 3 paths. It could be 3 things. I feel like there's 3 things you're supposed to pay attention to this month. So this is a very wonderful card for you to get. Again, that energy of spreading your wings, just like the Queen of Fire here, where it says to spread your wings. What does it say? Stretch your wings and fly. Archangel Michael also is stretching his wings, and you're getting ready to fly this month. Okay, and for those of you that chose the Aragonite, let's give this a shuffle. Taking a deep breath and asking for Aragonite, and this one's calling my attention. Okay, this one says you created, what does it say? You created the situation and you have the power to change it. And we have this angel, Archangel Michael, supposedly in front of a like a whiteboard or a canvas and painting a picture. And to me, the message is that you create your own reality. We all know that with our thoughts and with our ideas and how we feel about things, we're creating our own reality all the time, every moment. And this is really saying to pay attention to your belief systems and your thoughts this month and focus them in the most powerfully positive way to create exactly what it is and manifest exactly what it is that you want. Now, if you get into a rough spot, which I don't foresee because all these cards that we have this month are very powerfully positive, but if you get into a rough spot and you happen to manifest something that's more, caused by your fears or doubts or anxieties, know that you're the creator of your own reality, and all you got to do is back up, maybe say cancel, 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 call in Archangel Michael, ask Archangel Michael to help you pull the cords to that or cut the cords, and then again, recreate and get back into focus in your positive stance of believing and thinking about what it is that you want to artistically and creatively manifest for this month of February. So this has all been wonderful messages for us. I send you all much love and light. Be sure to check out the weekly angel card reading, and I can't wait to see you the next time I do a video. So much love and light and many angel blessings to all of you. Bye-bye.